ahead. The alumni, they are one Mr. or Arun. Say you can hi. Yeah. So VT number 3062. VT number 3062. Because yeah. So he is 2004 to 8 batch passed out. Now working in Nielsen as a research analyst. Right? The other gentleman, alumni, V. Balaji. So VT 3096. VT 3096, the ID number. Lifelong we cannot forget this number. Huh? Huh? Students, during their lifetime they come across something so that they cannot forget. So he is also of the same batch, 2004 to 2008, EC department. He is working in TCS as IT analyst. So I think almost 6 years, 8 to 15 now, 6+ years they are with IT industry. I think they would have come up with a lot of experience with various platforms, the process involved in the industry and other things with their subordinates, team members and other things, with a lot of discussions with various forums. They would have got lot of inputs, what is going on in the industry today in IT sector. So therefore, we want to have such interactions, alumni interactions with the students here, second year, third year, final year students, so that where they give inputs, useful inputs to build up your confidence. So that this is how when we get into the industry, we are you're able to do something. This is the process actually, how it's going on. Even how you are going to face the outside world when you come out from your graduation. All these things, lot of things when they come and interact with you, very frequently. We are planning for lot of such interactions with various department alumnus from the batch 2001 to the 2014 who passed out with the 14 batches. So we are inviting alumni. They are in various positions with various industries in various capacities. So therefore I think that helps you to see that, to lift for your career also in future. So usefully when we call for this alumni interactions, you have to see that it is a forum where you can interact freely. There is nothing to to keep mum and not asking any question with the alumni. This is the one where you get chance and lot of things that you have in your mind to ask when you want to go for IT sector or the core sector, where you want to map with your communication with that of your same line, or you want to shift your line to that of IT or wherever it may be. So you may think on that lot more things during the period of study. In those cases, you can ask lot of questions to the alumni. So therefore, whatever they know and with their experience, they can share with you. So that future course of time, you can able to stabilize yourself where you want to land yourself, and with the placements and other things. So you can mold yourself, you can sharpen your minds. So with these inputs, okay. So thank you. I request the alumni to take over one by one, or you can introduce both at one time and then you start giving it one by one, the interaction. Yes. Okay, thank you.
To you, right? So that's why. And I don't have a specific agenda, like as long as you have any questions, you can throw up what is the industry all about and things like that. To give me a brief background about what I did and all is, I was in 2004-2008 batch. Post 2008, I got an offer from TCS from the campus, in the campus interview. But then I had to decline that offer and then take up another offer, which was not the mainstream thing, which was into a sales offer. I took that up because that was an electronics product, and then they wanted an EC engineer to be going to industries to sell that product. So I had to take up that. I took that, and no regrets from there on. Like, then I was there with them for 2 years, and then I did my MBA from Shiv Subramanian RR College. Post that, I was working with GlaxoSmithKline as a sales manager for 4 districts for a period of 2 years. Now I'm with AC Nielsen. I'm not sure how many of you know AC Nielsen. Anyone here? Good. Like, AC Nielsen is one of the leading market research company. It's a US-based company, and we have only 5 or 6 firms here in India which are doing market research. Market research as such is something which our company gives suggestions to various other companies like automobile companies or consumer goods companies on how to improve their product. What is the expectation of the consumer? Such things. We do a primary research and then we report the findings to the thing. All I wanted to tell you here is, the main reason I came here is, it is not that after engineering you'll have to go into a IT field. I mean, I am taking on Balaji. Balaji is there in IT, but still, see, it is not that you don't get a IT offer. It is not the end of the world. Like, you'll have to pursue. There are lot more other fields where the growth is phenomenal. To give you a more better, explanation about my company is that AC Nielsen is the biggest client of TCS. Around some 7,000 resources are working. 7,000 TCS resources are being employed by AC Nielsen. Such is the scope of other firms, which actually, you get a lot of exposure in such a firm. So, and I throw open, like, if you have any queries, you can ask me. I know it's very difficult after lunch and in front of your dean or your HOD, like.
I'm very free to them.
Okay. But sir, Dean sir was CSE's HOD, and I still remember standing outside his room to get my record signed. Probably I'll take up the questions later, like, let Balaji.
Okay, everyone hear me? Yeah, good evening everyone. And probably I joined TCS after my campus, like I got this offer by campus, and I chose a different path, like not like Arun, I chose it, I went there. How many of you are aspirational towards IT? How many of you are aspirational towards IT industry? You're preferring IT industry to be your career path? No? Nice to see this from EC department here. Probably I chose a wrong audience maybe. IT is not that bad as you hear from news. It is all okay. Only if you are interested in it. You feel the pressure when you are not interested in it and chose the path just because you got the offer. Okay. Like, once you choose it, you can be in that, and it is not about all coding or steps. It is all about understanding business. Your users in IT industry will never know what is IT is or what is coding means. Probably neither we don't know what is coding, right? We have only FOC at the first semester maybe. Probably now we have a couple of semesters there. So fundamentals of computer with C, nothing more than that, right? Now C had its old days. Now nobody writes programs in C or C++. No other programming stuffs. Now everything got changed. And now it is everything about data. How far you are looking at the data and how far you are analyzing it. It is all about your analytical skills and what you are making out of this data. Okay. Even warfare had changed. Now the battlefield is not about humans or destroying other facilities. It is all about collecting data from other countries. So that's what. When you are a security expert or networking expert, you will be the mastermind behind our country itself. Okay. Don't hesitate to choose IT just because of its pressure or whatever you see from news and what to say. It is all crap. There is a different world behind that. You have to see it, maybe. Even most of our colleagues who are working with us, they are not happy with the job because their interest is not with us. But that's what I feel. Like when you are interested in something, pursue that. We have so many subjects. Probably in a semester you can choose only one subject a semester, probably per year also. But learn that end to end. Myself and Arun, we chose microprocessor. We have no problem in getting approvals from HOD. That time Ananthasaravan sir was our HOD. He gave all the approvals, and even Saturdays we can be in the lab. But we will never be there. But we can there. So if you are interested in it, pursue that and learn end to end. Now it is all like you can Google it and learn it anything from Wikipedia. So don't restrict yourself within books or the syllabus, whatever it is provided. That's what all I can tell you that. Okay. Even after choosing your career path, you can always turn around and look back. If you're not satisfied, you can always switch it. There is no industry will provide you 100% satisfaction. There should be a variety. And don't ask me why I haven't switched back from TCS. But Arun had different exposure. When I see him, it was a little more inspiring. Instead of being in same company for 5.5 years, it'll be useful if you're jumping from one company to the other and having different set of experience. Okay. And that's all I want to share. Do you have any other specific questions or specific things to be handled? I know once it is over, you will be back to classes. So better to have questions. You're going to leave?
This college, right? Would you please tell me frank opinion of this college, your experience, etc.?
I was expecting this question right at the beginning.
See, we did not study in this college, frankly. That was a totally different college when we were there. We have a lot of additional features, facilities, and the total mindset has changed. I was talking with Dean sir for a long time, and he was telling what is it all about now and things like that. So there's no comparison, okay?
Don't worry about studies. Anyway, you have to do that. There is no other choice. But you can pursue something. There is an opportunity now which is available to choose your.
You can tell them the same thing, during those days, from
The
8 to now
difference you
15.
can tell them.
The difference you can see them. And only they come to know.
There was one library, which probably was half this size, and now I see some 7, 8 libraries and different. Okay, but still, right? You have a lot of books like 400% increment, and there are. The books. Sir should be telling like how many books were there at that 1 lakh books. Like hardly there were. If there are some Anna Institute prescribed textbooks will be there, and you'll not see anything else other than that. And now I see a lot of books and if our favorite subject was microprocessor, and so I just went there and saw some of the books. Like now there are some 40, 50 different titles in microprocessor alone. I don't think it will be like in a 6 months course you will be able to read all those books, but still, all I would want to suggest or tell you is, don't stick on to the textbook. Or don't aim for some 80 or 90 or 100 marks in the exam. That's not going to make the difference. The difference is all about you'll have to learn the subject and make sure that you know that. So once you get that, probably you can excel in life.
Yeah, learning about different things, right? Everybody studies at the last. Not even studying on 3 days before the exam, right?
One night, yeah, probably I did the same. So It didn't make a difference now. The only thing is that
Those 3 days. But understanding subject, it takes a lot of pain and a lot of understanding. Use your time to understand the subject and use those 3 days to clear it.
I also wanted to tell you something. Like certain very basic things we tend to forget in life, like Word or Excel. I don't know how seriously we take Excel when compared to C or C++ or Java, because since Excel doesn't give marks, I don't think people tend to read it. But there is no industry in this world, as of my knowledge currently, where you don't need Excel skills. Like even a government of department needs to use Excel, and even as a research analyst, I sit in with data every day, and I don't use any complex software. It's all about Excel. Pivots or VLOOKUPs, try to learn it now only. And this is the platform where you can come and go to your faculty and say that I don't know this, can you please teach me? Once you're out of college, you will not be able to tell that you don't know. You'll have to pretend that you know, and then try to get the work done when you don't know. So it becomes difficult. Probably if there is another opportunity, I'll also take you some classes on Excel. But try to learn Excel in depth. There's a lot more than.
For 5 years. Sorry to interrupt. I have been in mainframe for 5 years, and mainframe is the fastest system ever been used. You know that, after the problem. Like still, Excel is the most of the 90% of my work was done at my PC with Excel. So, first couple of years, like first 2 years, I did all the programming, but so on, I used mainframe. Probably after 2 years, everything came to Excel, and they used it.
During interview, I mean, you are related to marketing of our core field, and you are from IT firm. So, what are the basic qualities? There will be a contradiction between those two, right?
One thing is that you'll have to be able to do that, and your understanding on any subject, whatever subject it is, that doesn't matter. Even if you are a mechanical engineer or I'm just telling in a larger perspective, okay? Today, you will be able to learn anything. So, all that the company wants to know is that, are you willing to learn that? The interview system has changed. Now it's not more of asking you what is a. I don't even know the question to ask you. Like whatever. So instead of that, what is a microprocessor? Or is it 8085 or that kind of a question doesn't happen. All they ask is that, are you willing to learn? The interviews are more of behavioral questions come up. Like they ask you to say a situation where you did something in a stressful environment. How did you behave? Tell me an example of what was the last time you did not study and went to the exam, but you cleared it with flying colors. Such a kind of a question comes up in most of the interviews now. This is to test whether you are able to work under the stressful situation or not. How do you react to a certain situation? That's what is the requirement nowadays. Probably try to be yourself and then face the interview. That's more of one thing. And get your aptitude clear.
To take.
We use that in derivations that we are learning in core subject for 4 years. Apart from this, when you are working, are you using any of that particular thing?
You will not, my knowledge, you will not be using that particular math. But however, that math gives you analytical skills. If you don't know analytical skills, you will not be able to program. I'll just give you a
basics of maths is enough, right?
No.
Not in depth.
Even in depth. I'll just give you an example of what happened in my life. Like I wanted to, when I was in college, I wanted to do a simple analog clock. I wanted to make a Visual Basic program for a simple analog clock. You know the analog clock, right? It just has 2 hands, and the hands need to move for every minute or every second interval, right? To move, you need to know the coordinates of where the starting point and the ending point of that particular line. All that the program takes in is that the coordinate positions, x and y positions. In order to get the x and y positions, you needed that math, which I learned in M2. I still remember that I learned that particular thing in M2. So it is helpful, really helpful. But the thing is that you can't relate everything that you read onto the field. In your school days, you might be having some poems, recitals to memorize. I mean, you might think that what is that Tirukkural going to help me, or what is that poem going to help me in my life? But it is taught for a purpose. The purpose is that once you start memorizing, the neural connections get established, and then you will be able to remember a lot of other things in life. So everything has a purpose. Don't question the purpose. Okay.
Yeah, I completely echo Arun. Okay, that's why we started with the quote like pursue your interest. It is not about understanding every subject you have. You can choose one subject and understand it clearly. Even after coming to industry, you will have options to choose your own domain. Okay, even in IT, we are servicing other companies. We are not having our own base. Okay, TCS is servicing other companies. If it is a product-based company, you can even choose the company. That's what you need. You need not stick to a company and then work for them. You can pursue your own interest. If you choose a subject and you are very much interested in it, go for it. There are a lot of companies available there who are working on the particular subject. You can go to them and then work. Okay, then it will be more useful to you and beneficial to them.
So if it is relevant, if you like it, pursue a course. Or else, read whatever you are reading, your subject, let it be like, read it to the fullest. Like, try to understand the concept, that's enough. That's more than enough. You can always say that you can read CAD later. But if you are interested
but
in
more
CAD...
companies are expecting Java, right?
Java, is it?
I don't know. Sorry, probably you chose. You didn't tell anything when I am asking for pursuing IT people, right? You didn't say anything. Probably. Like once you decided IT, learn any one programming knowledge, any one programming skills. Okay, it is more useful. It need not be Java, it need not be C, anything, but you need to learn one. That's basics. Okay, people coming for the interview, they are all working for 5 to 6 years. We are completely unknown about what we learned in engineering. Okay, we just remember 1 or 2 subjects. Probably we are preparing and coming for asking you questions because your resumes will have areas of interest, and we were forced to ask only those areas. That's why I am coming to the same point. It is all about your interested areas, how strong you are in your interested area. Okay, we will definitely ask questions only in areas of interest, whichever you have committed to do so. Okay, and coming to the additional points, when we have a lot of choices, we obviously go for other alternatives to segregate people. Okay, there comes all these additional courses. If you choose IT, learn any programming language. It doesn't have any restrictions. It is all about you should be having a basic knowledge about programming, so that companies can avoid all the initial training classes. When we joined, we had 6 months of training. Last month, I had to train few trainees for 3 months, and the course content was about to be changed to virtualized, and they were trying to move completely to the probation period itself. Like before you join the company, they will give you all the materials and they will have only the exit test. So if you keep clearing it out, you will be joining the company. Otherwise, they will not be handling you. But the contents are good. They will provide you all the contents. They will give you all the supports. But it is all about learning. And they don't want to invest much about your training. So that's where comes all these things to be mandatory.
Thank you, sir.
In terms of interview attending, I think I'll be the best person among V2. Like I have attended, in the last 5 years, I was working with 5 different companies. So I know, I would have attended at least some 15 rounds of interviews. So I know. What I want to say you is, make your resume, let your resume be your question paper. Make sure that the resume has enough and more areas where the interviewer can question you. Any interview is not going to last more than half an hour, max to max. And you need to have some comfortable areas where the interviewer can ask you questions. Like, make your project, don't buy your project from any project center. That would be my suggestion. If you make your project your own, you'll be very confident on that. And you can, if it is impressive, if it is something relatively new, like you don't need to no rocket. I mean, you are not expected to make any rocket or anything. But even if you make a already existing calculator, it's more than enough. Like if there is a project or something which you can talk about for 15 minutes, you will eat 15 minutes of your interview time. You get that, right? So all that, if you don't give any scope for the interviewer to ask questions, he will ask in his areas of interest, which you will not be knowing. So that's all you'll have to make.
So we will be getting placed by our project or by our CGPA.
Definitely not by your CGPA.
Based on a project.
Maybe something other than CGPA. That I'm very sure. I mean, see, it's not on the project. It's about the half an hour that you spend on the interview hall. So in the half an hour, you have half an hour to impress the interviewer. So you will have to make him ask questions where you are comfortable.
They will not force you to be strong in one area. If they start the project and if you are not comfortable, they will obviously come to the next one. They will choose the first priority. They will question that. If you are still not comfortable, they will shift to a second priority. If you are still not comfortable, they will stop.
Good afternoon. My question is that would it be easy to shift back from IT company to our core company? That's it. We are easy in this, right? So would it be easy to shift back again?
Extremely sorry. What I was telling is like, once you get into the job, you will not find time to pursue your interest. Okay, that's the key. You will be working for 8 to 9 hours. After looking into the monitors for 9 hours, after coming home, you will never find your interest to read anything. You will find obviously you will go for YouTube or listen music or TV. Obviously, whichever doesn't take your efforts much. But learning things now is the good time or platform, whatever you have right now. That is a good time. You can choose it and then pursue it. After choosing IT and then coming back, it is, to be frank, it is very difficult. Exactly. You will lose your whole experience.
Shifted a lot of industries. Like my first company was a sales for a electronic machine in automobile industry. Second, I was selling Horlicks. Okay, I was managing a team of 10, and I was selling Horlicks. So that was again sales. So there, I mean, the common point was sales in both the cases. Then I was into selling tablet products in Chennai city. Okay, again I had a team of 15 guys, and then I was managing sales. Post that, now I'm into market research, which is again an analysis for these consumer companies. So there was something between all the industries that I have gone. I mean, ensure that there is a sync. If there is totally new, I mean, if I'm working in IT company, then I go to a bank and then I come back to Nokia, I mean, it doesn't really make sense. So choose your path now itself. I mean, whatever you want to be. If you want to become a electrical engineer in some company, choose it now and then work towards it. There are a lot of companies which take electronics engineers right here in Chennai. So Flextronics is there, and Nokia subsidiaries are there.
One more question. On what aspect easy engineers they will put in the interview? What aspect?
That's it. I mean, the same thing. Like you'll have to have something to talk about in the interview.
I could
IT company people are drained out.
trained out in the sense sacked out.
Sent out from.
That's offered only in IT company. As you know, in our batch we got 400 offers from TCS alone. Okay. Out of these 400, most of the time, like 90 to 95% people, they were aspirational as not at all IT. They were not at all interested in IT. But just because of offer, they just joined it. After 6 months or 1 year, you will feel the frustration. Okay. Obviously, in the work environment, you cannot digest when someone is overperforming you. In IT, it is all about teamwork, and somebody will overshadow you if you are not performing. Okay. Ultimately, our team's output will be constant. If we are not performing, somebody will take up that place, and they will hold more responsibility, or they will prove themselves easily. So that time you will feel the frustration. Maybe sincerity-wise, we both are same, but still, our interest is not this one. So that time you cannot overperform anyone else. Okay. That's what. Choosing career now is more sensible than anything else.
Fine. Like Nielsen is the biggest data processor in this world. Like they give analytics and they analyze the situation and they give solution for the clients. So, this is what impressed me. Okay. Look, instead of selling, I should be the reason behind knowing what sells and what doesn't sell. Even before the product goes to the market, I should be knowing whether this product will sell or not. This is the biggest question everyone has in this world. And if I'm able to answer this question, that gives me joy. This is what I told the interviewer. Probably they liked it or not. I'm not sure.
That's what. It is all about time pass here. First thing is tell about yourself. That would be the first question. That time we just want to know which area of yourself you are projecting yourself. Like maybe analyticals or studies. Somebody will tell that I have been top of our 3 years or 4 years. We can get the impression. There is no fixed answer and we never decide anything on that. Just for that question we can get a time to read your resume first thing. Don't give much importance to that. Tell about yourself is just to get buy in some time to read your resume. Okay. After that, it is all about to get the impression. Eight arrear இருந்தது ரெண்டு பேத்துக்கும்.
எப்படி சார் ஓவர் கம் பண்ணீங்க?
புரியல.
How you overcome that arrears?
புரியல.
எப்படி overcome பண்ணீங்க அத?
No, we just cleared in the next semester. We had 8 arrears, not in the stretch. Like every time we have 1 arrear and we clear it out in the next time.
Arrears are actually not a concern, really. Don't worry that you have an arrear now, but make sure you clear it by the end of 4th year. And if you don't clear it by the end of 4th year, life may become miserable. 400 arrears. யாருக்கு பாருங்க?
Just first year, just listen. These are the alumni of VC department. One is Mr. Arun working in Nelson, and one Mr. Balaji working in TCS. He is just sharing our experience about.
And focus on your developing your skill set. Okay. Unless you know something, and you say that I got 100 out of 100 in microprocessor, no one is going to give you a job for that. Okay, to tell my microprocessor mark, I just got 52 or 53 in my. No, but the thing is that a lot of people took 100 or something like that.
சார், இந்த கொஸ்டின் தமிழ்ல கேட்டா தான் நல்லா இருக்கும். நீங்க படிக்கும் போது அசைன்மெண்ட், இந்த ப்ராஜெக்ட், இந்த மாதிரிலாம் உங்களுக்கு ப்ரெஷர் இருந்துச்சா? ஏன்னா இப்போ எங்களுக்கு எப்பவுமே பழகிருச்சு அந்த ப்ரெஷர். என்ஜாய் பண்ணீங்களா காலேஜ்? நான்
ரிலேட்டிவா ரொம்ப லிபரலா இருக்காங்கன்னு கேள்விப்பட்டேன்.
இப்போவா? ஆமா சார், பச்சையா போய் சொல்லுங்க. லிபரலே கிடையாது சார். அசைன்மெண்ட்லாம் விடிய விடிய எழுதிட்டு இருக்கோம் சார்.
நான் விடிய எழுதாதனால 4-5 நாள் வெளில இருந்திருக்கேன். ஸோ
மார்க் போட மாட்டாங்க சார், அவ்வளவுதான்.
he was asking about the assignments and all, and I was just saying that I heard that the college is now a lot liberal than how it was in. Yeah. The thing is that just imagine how it was or how it used to be in 2008 or 2007. Okay, Ananda Saran sir is not there. He was our HOD at that time.
Getting into job, you know, you will get it in a different name, like presentations, like you will not. Exactly, this kind of pressure will help you a lot when you come to industry. Of course, here, like my manager will get this task 2 days, okay, and my lead will get it 1 day before, and I will get it 2 hours before. And no other choice. So this type of pressure will be there. Now you are having your own timeline, still you will be doing it the last moment. But that will help you when you are doing it the actual presentation.
Sir, independence like a mistake, sir.
Probably you don't have to use mic. If you want us to come to your place, just raise your hand. Okay? We know at least couple of questions about each language. So be confident and better choose a structured language. Okay. Oops, it is a little heavy for our department probably. IT, they have a lot of time to understand a lot of language. But for our case, we just know C. Stick to C or any structured language and understand it clearly. And C is lightweighted, right? So you can try it out in your home PCs. If you go for Eclipse, probably you will not be able to play any of the games. Obviously, you will remove it in a couple of weeks. So better choose C and have the RAM saved for your games. Okay. Exactly. English, it is not about your slang or what to say, stylishness, nothing. You have to communicate yourself properly. If you are struggling, like if you try to tell something and just because of your language, if you are stopping it, then that is a negative. Like when something is asked about you and you are about to tell, like in the middle of a sentence, if you are stopping it and if you are not at all conveying it in any other phrase, if you are not at all attempting to rephrase the particular sentence, they will have a negative impression. Okay, it is all about communication. You have to express yourself completely. How bad your English doesn't matter, but if you stop conveying yourself, then they will definitely worry about it. Because interview is like in the meetings and all, it is all happening in India only. Nothing has gone beyond that. After 5 years, you will obviously get the fluency. There is no worry about it. Once you step into industry, it will slowly mold you. Obviously, your colleague may not know Tamil. Obviously, you have to speak with him in English. Okay. Slowly, you will get molded. So don't worry about English or fluency, nothing like that. But try to convey yourself properly.
Sir, IT is all about communication or stuff, what we have in our brain.
I would say skill, not about knowledge. That's what. When you are learning one thing, you have to understand it clearly so that you have to apply it in many things. Understanding microprocessor may not be useful directly, but you have to understand it at everything. Like all the programming language, at last it is converted into assembly and only one processor is going to execute it. So nothing changes in that. If you are able to apply the same thing in everywhere you find opportunity, then you will be the master there. Okay, it is all about understanding skills, that is developing skills. Knowledge, it can vary, like probably understanding the whole business or share market, it doesn't require. But when you are asked to write a program for marketing strategies, you should be able to understand it clearly. You will have 10 to 15 days of time for your research. You have to understand the industry and then you have to talk to the customers. But all these things happens after 5 years. Right now you don't have to worry about it. that's the most important skill set you have to develop, okay? Whatever the question might be, you have to tackle it, not answer it. It is a question that's asked about job satisfaction, okay? That's what. If you are really interested in the job you are doing, you will get the satisfaction. Otherwise, IT is a field where you get easily frustrated. You will never get the satisfaction, or you will be irritated if you are not interested in it. Somebody call?
Sir, yeah. The final year project, how should it be?
How should it be? It's a very open-ended question here. Probably 90% of us will be ready with the address wherever our seniors have done, right? You will buy it, they will give you a document, you will present it every week, and finally you will complete it. But don't do that. Your marks doesn't have to fetch you a lot of things. Okay? Probably if you're doing your own project, you will lose 20 or 30 marks. Let it be, but do your own projects. How far it is simple, how far it is complicated doesn't matter, but do it yourself. We spent hardly around 500 or 1000 rupees for our project, but we did it on our own. It was not a super duper project and all. It was very simple. Still, I talk about the project in my interviews. Okay, like
was for taking printouts for the record. Nothing else.
Can't get you, sir.
We spent 500 rupees for our final year project. That 500 rupees was for getting the record done, printout and submitting. Okay. Otherwise, I think the final year project cost somewhere around 20 to 30,000 rupees. I mean, this should have been off the record, but still. So probably try doing your own projects. The college has a lot of equipments, like you have all the equipments that is required. Probably you can make use of those resources.
is here. When we are doing it, so 50G kit was there. 50G kit was 28,000 rupees, you know. They gave it. So,
in final year project, is it okay with simple circuits? I mean, simple.
as long as your external is approving it, it is all fine.
See, as long as it is solving a purpose, it can be applied, then it is okay. I mean, talk to your faculty members, they will guide you.
Never ever expect 100% alignment to your requirement, okay? It will be there. Our academics cannot change binarily. There can be some compromising.
Yes, any more questions? It was a scientific calculation. The only thing is that there will be a lot of pressure in that job. So you can't discount the pressure from marketing. I mean, I would rather say I was never into a marketing job. It was a purely sales job. There is a difference between marketing and sales. Sales is selling, marketing is making people buy your product. Okay, so it is totally different. So I was into a sales job. You will get a sales job, that is easy. But the thing is that you will not be able to, withstand that pressure. If you are able to withstand that pressure, see, you will not be able to sell, you will not be able to meet your targets, that's all there. But still, if you are able to sustain and meet, you will shining. So, in today's world, the end of the year.
A single company for
It's actually bad. Like to start, it is actually bad to switch 5 companies. Okay. No, not salary basis. I wasn't content in the job, so I was switching. But it is, to be honest, it is bad. யாரோ ஏதோ ஒரு கமெண்ட் அடிக்கிறாங்க. என்ன கமெண்ட் அது? So probably you'll have to stick on to a company for at least 3 years, 2-3 years. See, now my resume is in a very bad case. Like I've been in 1 year in this company, 1.5 years in this company, 6 months in another company, so it's not good. Probably you'll have to stick on to a company. Only one point, you should not be too aggressive, nor you should not be too submissive. Like there is certain people who will never open their mouth in the group discussion in front of conflicting ideas. Then there will be certain other people who will try to dominate everyone. So both of them will not be selected. I mean, if you keep this in mind, you can oppose. You can definitely oppose the point. See, I mean, it has been a very long time since I attended a group GD. Just tell me a topic. I'll just tell you. I mean, is India India is going to be a superpower by 2020. Just observe the topic. See, just observe the topic. Ensure that how all others are speaking. Suppose if out of the 10 people, some 4 people are having valid points saying India will become a superpower. Only if you have a valid point that India is not going to be a superpower. I mean, just for the sake of opposing. See, I thought you people are all having misconventions like if I oppose a topic, I'll get selected. If I start, I'll get selected. If I conclude, I'll get selected. It is not that case. Okay. Someone who leads will be noted by the people. Someone who concludes, summarizes everything properly will also be noted. But it is, if you don't do your job there, you will not be selected. Note the point. Okay. And if you oppose, when for the sake of opposing, if you oppose, you will not be selected. If you have a valid, sensible point, place it. Also see, you need to have a courage to oppose. If 5-6 people are having one opinion, and if you having a totally different thought or radical thought, you will have to probably have a structured approach in telling. Point 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's why I'm opposing this. If you have that, you can very well do that.
Sir.
யாரை பார்க்கலாம் சொல்றீங்க? மணிவா என்னைவா?
வேல்டெக் விட்டு வெளியே போயிட்டீங்க, ஒரு கம்பெனி போறீங்க. இப்போ வேல்டெக்ல இருந்து வந்திருக்கேன் அந்த கம்பெனிக்கிட்ட சொன்னா அவன் என்ன நினைக்கிறான்?
நீ வேல்டெக்ல இருந்து வந்திருக்கேன்றதை எங்கேயுமே சொல்ல தேவையில்லப்பா. நீ வேல்டெக்ல இருந்து வந்தன்றதை எங்கேயுமே சொல்ல தேவையில்ல. 1 year கரியர் போதும், அதுக்கப்புறமா அவனோட கம்பெனி தான் பேசும். His question is, what does the industries look over Vailtech? When we are talking about our college, what's the industries look over it or the inspiration over our college? Trust me, in all of my resume, I have mentioned just Anna University. I never even mentioned college name. That's how the truth is.
Sir, in our case, it's Vailtech University, right?
Definitely, it's Vailtech University. The thing is that the management is taking a lot of efforts to position appropriately in the industry. Okay, that you have to acknowledge. Okay, when I was a student, I also had a different opinion about the college. I was saying that things like that. I mean, there are a lot of opinions on that. Yeah, wait, in front of sir only. I actually discussed with sir and then came. See, but I could see after I'm coming to the college after 6.5 years. Okay, trust me, I told sir that I'll be giving my honest opinion and I'll not say something for the sake of saying. Okay, the college has taken tremendous efforts to position itself as a good college outside. You get a better outlook towards the college outside. Honestly, how much ever see as a student you can have a lot of opinion amongst ourselves, but the outside world is looking at us as a different product. Okay, so some 6.5 years back, the college was not, I mean, not even 0.5% as what it is now. I mean, not on the size in the terms of image, things. There has been a lot of makeover that has happened. You have to acknowledge that. Trust the college and read. Exactly. அதே இல்ல அதே இதுல தான் நானும் சொல்றேன். அரியருக்கு ஃபீஸ் 100 ரூபா.
எவ்வளவு? 100 ரூபாய். சார் நீங்க படிச்சீங்கல்ல சார்? எக்ஸ்கியூஸ் மீ சார், நீங்க படிக்கும் போது அரியருக்கு ஃபீஸ் எவ்வளவு சார்? நீங்க
நான் படிக்கும் போது எவ்வளவு புக் இருந்தது காலேஜ்ல? அது ஓகே. அரியருக்கு ஃபீஸ் அந்த புக்குக்கு பணம் எங்க இருந்து வருது? புரியல. நீங்க சொன்னீங்கல்ல காலேஜ் வந்து டோட்டலா மாறிடுச்சு அப்படின்னு. 400 rupees கொடுக்கணும் நாங்க அரியருக்கு. அதான் மேட்டர். ஆப்வியஸ்லி பா 400 rupees கொடுத்து தான் ஆகணும். 10 வருஷம் முன்னாடி 1 கிலோ தக்காளி என்ன விலை, இன்னைக்கு 1 கிலோ தக்காளி என்ன விலை? சார் என்ன சார் டக்குனு காலேஜ் தக்காளின்றீங்க? Don't do anything for the sake of doing, for the sake of certificate. Okay, I had actually went for 3-4 implant trainings and a couple of IVs also. Okay, I couldn't write anything about that on my resume because I don't know anything about that. I went for the sake of certificate. They said that if you go to BSNL for 15 days, they'll give you a certificate saying, okay, BSNL implant training, I'll get a job, things like that. I went there. But honestly, I didn't know anything. So I didn't know, I mean, if I put in your resume is ideally going to be 2 pages. Make sure that from the left corner, top corner to the bottom corner, whatever you write, you should be in and out of it. Any questions asked on that, you should be able to answer that. Unless you are not able to do that, don't write anything. That is the biggest blunder that you can do. Probably someone asked me if certification in Java would help them. All I want to say is that maybe a knowledge in Java would help you and not a certification in Java. Okay, so don't try to do, I mean, there will be a lot of people saying that do this, you'll get a job, do that, you'll get a job. Trust me, don't do any of those things. Just make sure you know one programming language. If you want to go into an IT company, you need to know one programming language, and the language is actually a carrier, a driver, okay, driver to just prove that you know programming. I was telling, I mean, I think I'm repeating the same point over and over, but then if condition is going to be different, I mean, going to have different syntax in different programming language. In C, it's going to be different. In C++, VB, Java, it's going to be different. But the concept, if condition, then true, else false, is going to be the same throughout. So probably you should know that, and in order to tell the interviewer that you know that, you need to know one programming language. That's all. Choose a language, learn it. You don't need to have a certification in that. I mean, earlier I used to have a brain bench certification, brain bench. Probably I used to write a course, and I think I got somewhere around 9 points in that. But it was valid only for 2 years, and then I didn't want to pay for that to extend it. So don't do, I mean, if someone says that pay $10, you'll get a job, don't do that.
Speak trust me, TCS still has brain bench exams. Still we are writing it. Every 2 years we have to write brain bench exams and then clear it out to stay in the job.
How to prepare for the forthcoming semesters and for your placements. Kindly share your views so it will be helpful for you, right?
I think you guys had a lot of doubts before, and now you're all silent. Okay, since you're all first year students and some of you asked, what should I do from now on to be industry prepared and all? Okay, so I'll just quickly tell you, focus on 1 or 2 subjects a year and get a complete understanding of the subject. Like, you read whatever, that's up to you. Like, you take, whatever subject, right? But if you read that, you will have to be in and out of that. Don't focus on getting 80 or 85 or 100 or 90 when that really doesn't add any value to your resume. Okay. To tell you, like, we didn't really perform that well in academics, neither me. Okay. So, you mean ask some questions. Interview is a very long way for you. Okay. You don't need to think about interview right now and then get anxious about learning. Make sure that you learn things. If as we were discussing, if you want to learn C language, make sure that you get a complete understanding of C. Don't focus on getting A grade or S grade on that. But whereas you will have to think how will I be able to write a program on my own? That should be your whole ambition. Once you get a complete understanding of it, make sure you go beyond your textbooks. As I told you, probably you can take up Yashwant Kanetkar or some other book and probably read. And if you are interested in C, okay?
That's what. If you don't have an internet connection, I strongly suggest you to have one and then use it, make use of it, okay? Whatever you are learning, if you will find a lot of things unknown to you. Just see the word, see those words, search those words in Google and just have the glimpse of it. You don't have to understand it completely, but have the glimpse of it. Some or the other way, you will find it interesting and then you will start learning it, okay? But don't hesitate to search in the beginning itself. Like, get the glimpse of each and everything you come across.
If you don't understand some topic in your area of interest, like if you don't understand one thing about C, in case if C is your area of interest, make sure you learn it. Make sure you go hit on your professors again and again. This is the best platform where you can learn, like this 4 years. Like these type of gyan, a lot of people would have told you a lot of times. So I'm just trying to reiterate that. But only different thing I'm saying is that don't focus on marks. Life is not about marks. You'll have to learn things, okay? And I think this college has the best infrastructure in terms of making you able to learn things. So utilize this time, try to learn things. And
probably we are getting a lot of complaints about college, but don't worry about it. You are into it, okay? Make use of the facilities available here and make yourself fruitful. If you start complaining it, obviously you can do it for the whole 4 years. But what's the fruit? Ultimately, we are going to gain something, right? So focus on that and try to use whatever the facilities available here.
Yes, whatever Balaji says is 100% correct. Like, if we start complaining that the college is strict here, the college is strict there, then you will not be able to progress any further. Okay, the college is strict because when the college was liberal, someone misused its liberalness. Okay, that's the reason it has become strict. But it definitely is not going to hamper your growth. If you say you wanted to do something which will help you grow better, like if you want some additional permissions from the HOD, our HOD is there, so he is going to help you get that done. Anand Saran sir can be approached, he might be very strict, but he can always be approached for the right things. Make use of it.
Sometime back I got a question about hiring hiring EC in IT, right? IT doesn't require any basic knowledge about, that is any particular knowledge. It is all about understanding. That's why they don't have a separate stream, or they are not hiring only IT. Even if you are not very much familiar about the OS concept, it can be learnt in a couple of months. Okay. When the requirement comes, you have to learn. That's all IT requires. It is not like something else, like mechanical engineer. It is not going to reinvent the whole process and then you have to understand the mechanics. It is not chemistry. You don't have to know the core of it. But when you start applying things, IT can survive. You can survive in IT. So that's the reason IT industry is picking up all the streams. Okay.
And to add a point to that, like if you guys are all determined that you want to become an IT engineer one day or the other, make sure you learn one programming language to the fullest. You don't need to know VB, Java, C, C++ and n number of programs. Obviously, choose any one programming language and then make sure you understand it fully. If something can be implemented in C, it can obviously be implemented in Java also. I mean, it's all about trying to learn the concept of C or Java or things like that. So learn one programming language always in the entire 4 years and then make sure you know in and out of it. And I would also strongly suggest that even if you are not going to go into IT stream, it is better to learn one programming language. I know C very well, and that is helping me even right now in my sales jobs. So I was able to, whatever I learned about C, now I'm able to do some small programs in Excel, and it is automating all of my work. Okay. Every day there will be a lot of monotonous work as a guy who sits with numbers. I actually work with AC Nielsen. AC Nielsen is a company which works on data, kind of data mining and giving solutions to clients basis their existing already available data. Okay, so which means I sit with data in and out every day. But still, whatever I learned in my college, the C programming is helping me to make some small programs, and it is automating most of my work. When I don't need to go and tell it to someone else, but end of the day, if I have a lot of work, I'll be able to complete it quicker and then reinvest the time to learn anything further in my chosen field. So make sure, don't give some lame excuses that I am from a biology background, I don't know programming. I am into ECE, so I don't know programming. But I would rather suggest everyone to learn programming. That will help you. The future is going to be, in whichever stream you are, the future is going to be making best utilizers of the computer. You today, even a manufacturing company has a lot of computers. I hope you all would have seen that. Better to
ultimately all the engineers are going to sit in front of system, whatever the stream it is, even mechanical, even whatever the stream you choose, ultimately you're going to sit in front of the system. Okay, you are never going to be hand over a spanner and then you are not going to tighten up any nuts. Okay, so better be familiar with that.
Any questions?
Any more questions? Probably it is too early for you.
Excuse me, sir. The girls here, they are asking, is there any percentage basis to attend the interviews?
As I told you, interview is going to happen after 3.5 years. Okay, so it is too early for you to think about interviews. Rather than looking at
for percentages, you have to work from now only, na?
No. See, rather than percentages, look at things which you can learn. Probably mine was at least 70%, 65, 70. I mean, because I got only 60%, so you can probably look at some other percentage.
Probably get to 70%, okay. to get your resume filtered to the initial screening, you have to score 70%. That's how TCS works. At least I don't have much exposure about the initial screening in other companies, neither in TCS. I have been there in the interview panel, but not in the initial screening. Initial screening is not done by the technical people. It is done by some other external sources or by some clerical work. So it requires number. For that, you have to have something around 70%. Okay, and probably you will not mention any backlogs there, so don't worry about it. Probably it is too early to inform you that.
But see, 70% is nothing, I guess. You can easily get 70%. I was rather looking at questions like, I'm in the first year, these are the subjects, which should I focus or which should I not focus, things like that. You will just have only one programming language, I think, FOC, Fundamentals of Computing. I mean, that's what I read in my...
That too, it is not about the language.
You will have C or something like that.
That's right. It is not about understanding the language. They will teach you about the data structures and the algorithms via C. Okay. They will never try to teach you C, but ultimate aim is to learn data structures and algorithms. So the industry is also expecting. So industry thus expects you to understand the data structures and algorithms, not the programming language. Of around 20% of the middle level management. It is there in all the industries, but now it has been familiarized. That's how we got from our management. And probably the layoff rate is too high because TCS, it doesn't do early layoff. Like every year we are not laying off people. So once after 5 years it gets accumulated and becomes a huge number, obviously. And
on the management perspective, laying off happens only when you are not productive, not willing to learn. Okay. See, it happens. I don't know if you have read normal distribution in math in your M1 paper or something. Statistics. Has it come? Like it is always a bell curve. Okay. People will be fitted into a bell curve to see who is performing and who is not performing. And if you are not performing, you will be given enough and more opportunities to perform, to learn and then perform. If you are still not willing to perform, obviously any company would lay you off. So it is, whatever you see on the newspaper is not true. Okay, there are 30,000 people are laid off, things like that. Who knows? TCS, the strength of TCS is 3 lakh, and 30,000 is maximum 10%. Okay, and who knows that 30,000 are actually being laid off? That's all a rumor. Okay, even in case 30,000 people are laid off, those 10% of people were reluctant to work. If you are reluctant to work, you will be laid off wherever you go. Even if you go to a grocery shop to work as a guy who packets things, if you're not going to pack it, the owner is not going to keep you. So it is too early for you guys to think of layoffs. So is it better to work in a non-IT career? I mean, don't think on those lines, okay? But if you honestly don't want to work in an IT career, it's fine. You can choose your own stream. It's not that you will have to stick and IT is the only job. You can go to any stream, but make sure that this layoff criteria scared you and that's why you are going to leave the job. I mean, or not going to pursue IT, things like that.
Now the trend has changed a lot. You can be a freelancer in any field. Even for engineers, just like civil engineers, you can form your own office, you can have your own skill set, and then you can outsource them. Okay, even IT, if you are very much comfortable with Java, you can outsource it. You don't have to be accommodated with any of the industry or companies. You can do your own job. You can take up a job, complete it, and then give it back. See, a lot of programmers from our companies are coming out and then starting up their own companies. Okay, when they are getting, you can find it very often in the multimedia industry. When it is all about creativity, okay, it doesn't suit up in a team wise. So multimedia industry finds it very hard with this controversial things. So when they are forming a team, nobody will align to a same line. So obviously, all the multimedia people will be freelancers, where they can get your own money, like CA people, based on their skill set, they will have their own set of, package levels. So we can be like that. There is nothing different. It is all about interest. If you are interested in IT, you can come here, learn things, and then after 2 years, you can be freelancers.
Yeah. But for all these things, I mean, to quit the job and then be a freelancer, you should first have the skill. If you don't have the skill, probably you can't survive anywhere. So that's what I'm saying. More than anything, try to utilize your time here, learn something, and then go. Make the best utilization of the faculty, the resources, and things like that. Learn things and then go, so that you are confident enough, even if you don't get a job, you will be able to face the world. Like you can sit at a corner in somewhere in Virukambakam and then say that I can write codes for any big company. For that, you need to know to write a program, if at all you want to be in IT industry.
At the base, analyticals. So how far you are analyzing data matters a lot in the industry, whatever it may be. You will be thrown up with a lot of raw data which doesn't even make any sense. But it is our job to make it a sensible information.
How much would communication skills help, like having a proper control in English? How much that help? What about people who do not know proper English or cannot speak properly?
200%. Like you'll have to know, you'll have to be able to communicate. And more than internship, more than the infant training, if you don't know to communicate that, you have done this in the interview, that half an hour is the max that you'll have in an interview time to impress the interviewer. In that, if you don't know to speak, or if you are nervous, if you are worried, the chances of you getting selected are lesser than the person who talks. So obviously, make sure in a forum, I had made this mistake when I was in college. Like I never came out for a seminar. I have never presented anything to the class, things like that. And if I go to the class, my hands will sweat, and I will not be able to catch the chalk. Okay. So, but how much ever I know something, I will not be able to stand in front of an audience and then explain that. Probably what you will have to do is that you will have to make use of an opportunity whenever your faculty says this topic, take this as a seminar, just step out, talk, get comfortable with the people and content. Once you're comfortable with the content, you will get confidence. That is it.
Probably this is the right time to start with, maybe. You have still 4 years, right? And you all get along very easily. And probably next couple of months, you will all be friends. Everyone will know each other. So this is the right forum to talk and make mistakes. You can do all of that, and you don't have to worry about when you are coming to industry. Anyway, you cannot escape from this presentation skills anyway. Even after coming to any industry, you have to present your knowledge to someone else. Only then you can prove yourself. So better to start here and then understand the rest. Get the skill in you.
See, first the confidence. First you'll have to be able to explain things. I mean, whatever you think, you'll have to be able to explain it to the other person. As long as the other person understands, grammar is not a concern. But however, if you know that these are the places that you are making a mistake in terms of grammar, it is good that you start early and correct those mistakes.